Opportunities in insurance, e-commerce, and paper products all reflected in this week's top stock pick list. Eric Dutram, you are in the insurance area.
That's right. I'm looking at the SPDR S&P Insurance ETF, symbol KIE. And basically I'm looking at this because of the Zacks industry rank. We're seeing the property and casualty insurance market. They're top 20 in terms of the Zacks rank. So that makes up about 40% of this portfolio. And then we got a bunch of other highly ranked sectors in here as well. So it could have a great week. We're seeing a bunch of earnings reports come out both this week and next in the sector. And this is pretty much a equal weight ETF. So you're going to get very spread out exposure to about 50 companies. So it's going to be somewhat volatile this week. But if the Zacks industry rank is any guide, it could be a pretty solid couple weeks for this fund.
Okay, Todd, talk to us about paper products.
Yeah, another exciting industry. We've got insurance, we're going to paper. RockTenn is the stock. RKT is the ticker symbol. They are the #2 producer of containerboard in North America. Things like cardboard for shipping, also for consumer packaging. Company just came off a nice earnings surprise on April 23rd. They delivered a 10 cent beat, but they were able to turn 2% sales growth into 16% EPS growth. And that's kind of been the story of the overall market over the last few years, where you're seeing expanding profit margins. And then, of course, analysts raised their estimates significantly higher off the beat. We've seen that over the last week. Sent it to a Zacks rank of 2, which is currently a buy rating. And if you look at consensus EPS, analysts expect about 43% earnings per share growth this year, 40% growth next year. Despite that, shares traded just 12.5 times forward earnings. So I think there could be a lot of value here. Could be a good play for the next few months.
Okay, Jared, you've been shopping at Overstock?
I have been shopping at Overstock. I was short Amazon last week going into the earnings report just because of their insane valuation. Bezos is very well respected. But Overstock.com's got an interesting model. They're very much sort of like an Amazon. They sell everything from cars to furniture to, you name it, they've got it. They even have like the handcrafted artisans where you can order from. They have these interesting agreements. Anyway, the stock trades at 24 times forward earnings. Amazon's at 900. Okay, there's an argument that they don't have like a Kindle product or some way. They don't have a music store. I don't want them to have all that. They're not really, have these big distribution centers. They don't have as much overhead as Amazon has. They've got a really good discount program, and they're expected to grow earnings about 35% this year on about 8% sales growth. The stock has jumped about 90% over the past month, but I think here at around 20, if you let the stock back off to 18, it's a Zacks rank 1 buy, strong buy, and I like it. I think there's a lot of things about the stock that make sense. I think just now it's coming into the light. I don't think a lot of retail investors and pros have been following Overstock, looking at its flow, and I think we'll start to see a lot more from it moving forward. And again, discount products online, they're fighting the tax thing. I think there's a lot of positives to OSTK.
That's a big debate that hasn't been resolved yet, but some online retailers are in favor of it, others are not.
Right.
What do you think?
Well, again, it's a state-by-state thing, right? I mean, like, for instance, if you go to Amazon, depending upon where you live, you may or may not get charged tax. Same thing with Overstock, but I think they just fought Kansas or something like that.
But does it have the potential, if it's enacted, to hurt these online
retailers? It does. There is no doubt it does, because remember, a lot of folks go to the stores themselves, pick out the product, and buy it online. The good thing about Overstock, what I like that they're doing, is they're getting these cool sort of unique individualized products, and also products that are unique to them only. Like, for instance, Walmart has a VCR that's $10 cheaper, that's maybe made with a little bit cheaper plastic that you can't get anywhere else. That model's not available. That same thing is also here at Overstock. They're no longer just an Overstock company. That's why it's O.co instead of Overstock.com.
All right. Well, thank you for that little bit of enlightenment there. And you can look for other stock picks and stock picking strategies on our website, Zacks.com. If you're not there already watching this video, get on over and check them out. With everyone here, I'm Terry Ruffalo.